Hello, welcome, beautiful, vibrant hearts, ephemeral souls. Um, I had a topic that I wanted to talk about today. It's something I talk about a lot in my practice, and I want to kind of preface this by saying that this is based off my own personal beliefs, philosophies that I bring into my practice, but it's something that I did want to talk about nonetheless, which is what is happening when it looks as if, or we feel as if the universe is testing us. If you're familiar with my work or my channel, you'll know that I don't love that phrasing about, the universe testing us, so to speak, because I do feel like it sounds a little bit punitive, right? It's also a little bit, it's all, a bit too binary, right? There's a right and a wrong choice. There's a good and a bad way to do things, etc., etc. When I think that's a lot more nuanced more often than not. And I also think that we create this binary of right and wrong, good and bad, growth and contraction and light and shadow. And not only do we miss some of the nuance, but in creating good and bad, or our interpretation of it out of a situation, we have the possibility of robbing ourselves of some really valuable discourse that can happen. And again, we immediately assign a punitive background or kind of connotation to this right and wrong, this binary that we create in each situation. And part of the reason why that can be a problem is, again, we can rob ourselves of valuable discourse, right? This is the right choice. This is the wrong choice. If I made the wrong choice, we jump past what is really truly going on to explore it with compassionate curiosity for self. And we jump right into judgment. I'm going to do this different next time. I can't believe I made the wrong choice. I know better. All very human reactions. But not always the most helpful, right? Not always the best for introspection. A lot of the times it triggers a fear response in us, and we're not actually growing. We're not actually kind of breathing into awareness and figuring out, again, doing that compassionate self-care, but like that compassionate deep dive within self. So what I operate under the philosophy of, and what I'd like to share is an alternative perspective of what is happening when it looks as if the universe is testing us. So, excuse me. Basically what I think is happening when we see it, because we all see this, right? We all see this phenomenon where maybe, we're about to move forward in our lives, something from the past comes back, and then we could be moving, we're like moving forward, we have the new path, and then something from our past comes back, and we have some choices to make. And this is because, raising your vibration, changing your frequency, growing, shedding your shadow, however it is you like to think about it, that's a process. It takes time, right? It rarely ever happens just like overnight. And as such, there is a period of time, an interim, where we not only kind of embody some traits and characteristics in some of our old frequency, but also our new one. And because, like attracts like, in this interim space, we can attract things that resonate with our old energy. We can also attract things that resonate with our new energy. And this is what gives it the feeling of choice, right? And it's, again, not so much that it's right and wrong, there's good and bad, but we get the opportunity and the free will to decide what we want to interact with. Where our energy and our attention goes is what grows in our life. And I know we've all heard it a million times. It's platitudinal as hell, but it's very, very true. And so in those moments where it feels as if the universe is issuing us a test, it's really just a choice of what you want to do. It's choose your own adventure. Do you want to repeat the past? Do you feel like there's anything left there for you? Do you feel like you've gotten everything you can out of it? Or do you want to try something new? Do you want to do the more established thing? Maybe something that's more secure? Or do you want to, take a chance, which may or may not yield the results that you want? So when it seems as if the universe is testing us, it's not so much about making the right or wrong choice. It's just deciding where you want to put your energy and what you want to invest in. If you're moving toward growth, whatever that might look like for you, it's asking yourself, do I want to invest in what I already have done, or do I want to do something completely different? Do I want that to blossom in my life? So asking yourself questions like, what gets me closer to my goals? What moves me farther away? That's a better use of your time, in my personal kind of practice and opinion. Being able to discern and look at like what's closer to what I know versus what is the unknown. And either is totally fine, right? Sometimes we need to go back and we need to repeat a cycle from our past because we don't feel done with it yet. And that's okay too. There is no shame in whatever path that you pick. It's all rich for growth. And it's all, offered up to us as an opportunity to expand our consciousness, expand our awareness, and to be able to welcome in new experiences into our lives when we are ready and not a moment sooner. So that's my little rant about the subject, but I just wanted to offer an alternative perspective. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments about how this shows up in your life when the universe is testing you, how you experience that, and how you walk yourself through it. So feel free to share, but I want to thank you for your time and energy. Thanks for being a part of our beautiful, blossoming community today, and I will hopefully see you soon. Take care. Bye.